was expecting to walk away from this mess with a little baby vampire under our wing. Our next problem? You just embraced someone without the prince's permission. Can't imagine Lou will be best pleased either. If I were you, I'd say as little as possible. Another camera? You never know who's watching. Take it out.
Sheriff.
You should have no further problems from Agent Baker.
Pluck the hen, huh? Let's hope she didn't lay too many eggs.
Indeed. You made a choice. Let's see what it brings us. Now we only... No, there's something else. Something you're not saying. Speak.
What I told you just now about Agent Baker. It was not the full truth.
Oh, this is gonna be good.
I did not kill Agent Baker. I embraced her.
What?
I had no other option.
Right, okay. Sorry, Powerpuff, you fucking what?
Tolly! I will hear the sheriff's reasons.
It is as you said. In the right hands, the IAO can be a tool. So I grasped it by the handle.
So you listened. Lou won't be pleased, of course. Where's the child now?
I do not know.
Then see that you find out. I'll postpone my verdict until you do.
Hold up there, hun. You're letting this slide? Embracing without permission is what... Ugh.
I said I'd postpone my verdict, not withdraw it. But for the sake of conversation, we should press on. What else do you have to tell me, Sheriff?
Katsumi has had meetings with a contact outside of Seattle. A vampire. The IAO seemed to think the individual was of special interest to their hunt.
That's so. And the mark's effect? It still hasn't stopped?
No.
Then we can't rule anything out. It could be Katsumi's part of the Sabbat after all. Tolly, look into it. See what you can learn.
I'll put it on my list to get into, right behind Clone Ryong's faithful and fabulous butler. But I'm still smelling something. Come on, Fire. You got a bad poker face.
I have left nothing unsaid. But you should know this. The hunters have been tracking Thinbloods. It may be they were planning a raid on the Anarchs.
Then I was right. If they could be redirected, perhaps you could seed some useful targets to your child. If she still has the means to control them, she could be extremely useful, Fire. I'll forgive your lack of protocol.
Oh, come on.
Now we just need to find her. There's gonna be cleanup to do, but the immediate threat is over. Meet me at Macom later. We'll discuss our next move.
Oh, and if we're booking appointments, you should check in with Lou. She was asking after you.
That went better than I expected. Unburdening yourself of a secret pays off after all.
My love! I mean, Fire. I wanted to find you. Forgive me,
Is something the matter?
What? No. I mean, I was worried before, yes, about the IAO. I trust your judgment. It's just... You still have the mark. The man you mentioned, the gardener, he is truly gone? I mean, you are sure?
I am certain. Should I be concerned that he is not?
Well, I don't know. What happened?
He wanted me to drain him, to perform diablerie. I refused, naturally, and gave him a quick death.
I see.
Why do you ask?
The mark. I found a match. It indicates a binding ritual. Thaumaturgy, complex. Skilled, even. I'm so sorry, Fire. You are bound, signed and sealed. Some might even say indentured. Someone has claimed you, and they still exist, or the mark would be gone. So it can't be your gardener. I don't know who, or why, or how to break the bond. Not yet, at least. But I will. I'm so close now. Give me tonight. Let's meet back at Wake the Dead tomorrow. When you're free to, of course.
The gardener. Had you heard that name before?
It sounds almost biblical. Like Eden or Gethsemane, where Jesus was entombed. I can look into it if you like.
I suppose it is of little consequence now. What else can you tell me about the ritual?
Do you know of Goratrix, of Clan Tremere? He was a follower of the Sabbat. This mark, the ritual, it is based on his work. The texts you found for me, they are a translation of his methods. I am struggling with a key, but I am nearly there. One more night. I promise.
If it is not the gardener, who do you suspect, Sophia?
Me? Oh. Well, I know Lou blames everything on the Thin Bloods, and I can see links, if I'm entirely honest. They are known to experiment. Alchemy, thaumaturgy. But, I mean, it's a convenient scapegoat, don't you think? Isabella was no anarch, and Benny hated them, so... Why? What do you think?
Need I ask what you truly think of Lou herself?
I think no vampire abdicates the princedom out of the kindness of their heart. Forgive me. That was out of turn. I mean, she's been up in that penthouse for, well, 40 years or more.
But do you suspect her?
Lou? If anyone were to chain people, then perhaps. But I'd question why she needed you.
Baker showed me evidence of Katsumi meeting someone. I do not yet know who.
You think they could be...
It might explain the Thin Blood link. And perhaps Katsumi is not their only contact in Seattle. Who can know if they also met with Benny, Isabella, Willem, maybe even the gardener. As convenient a scapegoat as they may be, we should not rule out the Anarchs.
It makes sense. It just... disappoints me, I suppose.
Why would Tolly bind an elder?
I can't see a reason for it. He has as much power as he needs, really. Perhaps I shouldn't turn a blind eye so selectively. How unscientific of me. But Tolly has been kind. In his way. I see wounds in him beneath the consequences.
We should at least consider Ryong.
But why? Why would she sabotage her own rule? She has all a Ventru could want.
I have learned never to be too trusting. I wonder, a Tremere researcher might stumble across much in her investigations, such as a ritual to bind an elder.
You're serious? You're really serious?
It seems unlikely, but we must entertain all options. I must admit, I am at a loss.
That's okay. We'll learn the truth, eventually. Together.
If I am honest, I am looking for reasons to linger. With you, Sophia.
With me? And you think I am a traitor? No. I'm sorry. I have work to do. Until tomorrow night. Sorry.
I've been thinking. It was Lou who had a problem with Gideon, with Gardner. She was the last person I remember him going to see. Now we know it was her who made him disappear. What if she's behind all these killings? I mean, it's the obvious conclusion. If Lou took out Gideon, well, how could I not have seen this before? Is Lou the rebar killer? Or am I missing something?
What is that scent, Sheriff? Decay? Old iron? You know it's not fashionable to hang around in tombs these days.
You wanted me to remove the Anarch graffiti.
Oh, yes. Have you cleaned up the town, Sheriff?
I have.
Aha! I knew we shared a modicum of taste. Between ourselves and the piano, one does not want one's paint mixed by thin-blood alchemists. That lifts a load of unwanted environmental fallout, old sport. It really does.
You must be very well respected among your clan. Tell me, how do the rest of the Ventru in Seattle feel about the current situation?
Between you and me, there's nervousness. Campbell slain? Lou not at her best? There is a worry among some of us that this is all part of a plot to unseat us from our proper place. The idea of one from another clan on the throne, it doesn't bear thinking about.
Do you have any fears? Any worries?
I suppose the number of Camarilla allies being chewed up lately is rather concerning.
You have nothing to worry about. I will get to the bottom of this.
I can't say my mind is entirely put at ease, but I like the attitude. As sheriffs go, you're not half bad.
What did you mean about paint and alchemy?
Well, I'd have thought joining the dots was not too tricky. Anarch's thin bloods alchemy. Alchemy, blood magic, bindings. One doesn't want one's blood stolen and scrawled across the walls as a warding symbol, does one?
This happened to you.
Compromising circumstances can afflict us all. In all honesty, I'd rather not talk about it. But do you know what? I believe I'll go out later and take a promenade. It's been a while.
What are your feeding preferences?
Oh, go on then. We know each other well enough now, I suppose. Between you and me, I have a thing for redheads and orphans.
Could we relieve a little more tension?
Ah, a command performance. Let us retreat to the salon.
Now, it is my turn.
Again, Nomad, but this time with feeling. Oh, splendid. You are quite the virtuoso yourself.
I will be back soon.
Regular as clockwork. Guess something's still pulling at my gray matter even without Gideon. Fire, you there?
I am.
The case was shelved. Gideon's disappearance. We thought it was the rebar killer. There was nothing else to be done, or so I thought. I remember that much. But it was Lou. She buried him under the ground with iron through his heart. Does that mean she's always been the killer?
You are the detective. You tell me.
And how did he become part of the Sabbath? It was Lou's fault. How could I not know? It's Lou's fault. How could I not know that?
It's been so many years. You said it was shelved. What's changed?
These new killings. Maybe a copycat, maybe not, but they've put a tickle in my skull. I can't stop thinking about that night. The last time we saw him, he said he had to ask Lou something about stories. Don't you remember?
I remember. But if you're right, what can we do about it? Who would believe you?
You're right. We gotta find evidence. But how?
I do have an idea. Lou has a habit of keeping trophies.
Ooh, what? Like the skulls of her enemies, hollowed out, gold-plated, and used as drinking vessels?
No, like mementos.
That's what I said.
The point is that I know where she keeps them. Remember all those years back, I used to have a lab in the basement of the glacier.
Oh, skeletons in her closet?
She uses it for storage now. I doubt anyone else has been down there for years. There might be something there. You'd need to find a way in. Maybe Jimmy the elevator or something.
That does seem worth a try. Although they're not a big fan of me over at the glacier. Since the incident with the penguin, I hear it still smells of fish.
Fabian, you told me once you'd given up on Gideon's death. That there was nothing you could do.
It's the curse of being a detective, Miss Sophia. Like a dog with a bone. Some bones we only dig up when we remember where we buried them. Over to the glacier, I suppose. A mite too close to Her Majesty for my liking. She turned me into a newt or something. I thought it was best to let her be. Huh, goon on the door. That wasn't too helpful.
Let me stop you there, buddy. Private party. Nothing for you tonight.
I'm on official business.
None of that, my friend. I know all the tricks.
Then I commend your attention to duty, and I wish you good night. Truth be told, I never felt at ease in the glacier. Guess the feeling was mutual.
Evening, ma'am. Wonderful to see you. How was today's shoot?
Oh, such a great day, darling. 7 scenes in the can.
Wonderful, ma'am. It must be such a grueling schedule. If I might ask, how do you stay in shape?
I am not answering that.
I'm so sorry for overstepping my bounds. Welcome back to the Glacier, ma'am. And may I say, I am such a fan of your movies.
Always happy to meet a fan, even if they are a dick.
Please, enjoy your evening.
Oh, I will. You'd think that a card-carrying member of the undead would be able to get into swanky parties more often. Maybe I needed to get me an opera cape. Huh. Anyhow, time to visit the basement. To the elevator. Uh-oh, Tolly. This means trouble.
Now, why is Seattle's finest patronizing the Glacier Hotel? Let me guess. A murder? A public health violation? Or just my unpaid parking fines?
I'm hot on the trail of a clue, which will lead me to a murderer.
Oh, that's quite something. Rope, knife, candlestick, and where'd it happen? The library?
Can I just get past, please?
Lou's busy, whether you need clues or not. I might be persuadable, but police require access has never been enough for me.
I could, owe you a favor?
Let's indulge in a little mutual scratching of backs here, Detective. You want your clue? I want some investigating done.
An investigation, huh? Investigating what?
You know me, always interested in the gossip. I've heard some things and I want to hear more. Patience is working on something very special. I want to know what. I want to know why it is that Silky leaves town every few weeks. And I really want to know about our newest recruit, Onda. She cut a deal to be let in. I want the skinny on it.
About Patience.
Oh, yeah. They're up to something. Arting. You know, making art from life.
Why is that a big deal?
Their work. I like it, don't get me wrong, but I think there's more to this one. I keep getting a feeling that I'm looking at a ticking time bomb. You're good with the inanimate. Take a look. Let me know what you find out.
About Onda's deal.
You know something?
Not yet. But what am I looking for?
Something, anything. She's in St. Stephen's. Made a deal with Campbell to be allowed to call herself Camarilla. I want to know the details.
About Silky. Can you give me a hint?
A hint, Detective. Silky leaves town every few weeks. I just want to know why.
I'll see what I can do.
Don't be any stranger.
Go. On a mighty quest to placate the guardian of the elevator doors hadn't been in my diary when I woke up. Trouble was, Tolly was mighty stubborn. Besides, some of his requests were kinda interesting. And it's not like I didn't have the time. I headed to Aurora Pond to try to get a private art viewing. Here we were, a quick appraisal of Patience's artwork for Tolly. At least it wasn't Isabella.
Fabian, what can I do for you?
Any gossip? Anything I should know about that might distract me from my current case?
I have nothing. It sounds to me that you wish me to fabricate for you something fascinating. But I'm sorry, that I'll never do. You could browse my shop though. We might engage in trade.
I fear I have bigger fish to fry. I wanted to see Patience.
But they are out, I'm afraid. Something I can help you with.
I wanted a quick look at their art.
Yeah, you can take a look, I'm sure. Just don't mess with anything. You know how they get.
Thanks. I'll see you later.
Take care.
With Patience not around, this seemed a good moment to indulge in a little art appreciating. Patience was good, I think, but I was no expert. No. I was a man of simple tastes, and this looked complex.
Hey there. What do I even call you? How about I just call you Angel? Anyway, tell me about you.
I am the Reaper of the Forsaken, the Forgotten, the Consumer of the husks of the lost.
Oh? That's nice. What's your purpose? Why did Patience choose to make you?
The art cannot speak of the artist.
Well, you're restarting a long history of arguments about art criticism right there, buddy. Let's stick with what I can figure out.
I am an expression of the truth of those that are forced to be animate, but do not live.
Yeah, I guess that's blatantly obvious. I thought there might be more to it.
I am power and rage and force in chains, and if unleashed, I will tear down my tormentors and destroy those that have me fettered.
Uh-huh. Yeah. I just don't know if that's figurative or if you could really, jump up and flap around. Any supernatural stuff going on here? Let me just concentrate a little.
Power. There is power in these bones. Heat sequestered in this metal.
There is, isn't there? And what's more?
The skull. It screams in form and in function.
Yeah, there is something about that skull. What exactly are you made of?
Chains and iron, rope and tool, blade and bone. I spear, I cut, I split, I bite.
You do, don't you? And a skull right at the center. More bone, obviously. That is interesting. Just gonna check out your noggin, Angel. Don't mind me. Now, I know this is stating the obvious, but, you've got fangs. You got fangs. Well, they're fake for sure, but that's the trick. Because underneath, you really are the bones of a kindred, aren't you? My. Have we met before?
Thin ice, Malkavian.
What the vajazzling fuck do you think you're doing, Fabian? Appreciating the art doesn't mean sticking your fucking fingers into it.
Nice skull. Well, polished?
Uh-huh. God damn you. If you moved anything by an inch, I'll fucking... Wait. Why are you here?
The raw materials. This skull, it's really interesting. Where did you get it?
Yeah. Quite a thing, ain't it? Every found object has its story.
Uh-huh. And do you know it?
Not yet, but it's starting to talk to me.
In a necromantic, I want to control you way?
That would be cool, but no.
So whose is it? Where did it come from?
Honestly, I don't know who it is. I wish I did. Old Bonehead must have one hell of a story. As to where it came from, that's my business. Nico's not my only source. People here know my tastes.
Huh. Even if I couldn't figure out who old Bonehead was, I knew Tolly would want to know where the skull came from, or who gave it to patients. What's the meaning of the work?
Eye of the Beholder? 101 of art, detective.
When it comes to art, I always need a cheat sheet.
Yeah, I bet you do. I bet you'd take apart a songbird to see what makes it sing.
You're really not gonna tell me where you got the skull?
Why is it so important to you?
I'm a detective. I'd like to dig into the story for you.
Yeah, I guess there is something in that. I would like to know more. Fine then. Katsumi got it. God knows where from. Said one of her hangers-on dug it up. Literally, there was still mud on it. Tell me what you find out.
Sure. A new case. The mystery of the muddy skull. Bonehead begins.
Ugh.
Katsumi was the source. That would be enough for Tolly. What's the meaning of the work?
Eye of the Beholder? 101 of art, detective.
When it comes to art, I always need a cheat sheet.
Yeah, I bet you do. I bet you'd take apart a songbird to see what makes it sing.
I'll go appreciate art somewhere else.
Thank Christ.
That was Patience ticked off Tolly's list. Okay then, onwards. Silky's regular trips out of town needed investigating. Honda's deal with the court, that was a puzzle. That was I poked around at the Dutchman to figure out what Silky's little absences were all about. Patience. Hey there, Guru. How's it hanging?
The sirens are wakeful, Detective. You should help them sleep.
Shall we commune, Guru? Share some wisdom?
It's the act, friend Fabian, that makes a relationship real. So act.
Ooh, you sent sparks into my noggin, Guru, old friend. I have a case to crack. Thank you, my friend. I'll be back.
You can heal the ghosts, my man. Just find your purpose.
So what was Silky up to when he went out for a hike? I doubted he'd tell me.
Here to brighten our shared journey?
Anything interesting happening at the Dutchman?
Always, Detective. Just nothing anyone wants shared with the PD. No offense. I know you're barely official. But my customers like their privacy, and so do I.
I was wondering about your out-of-town trips.
Were you? And what were you wondering?
I tag along?
Some things are not for sharing. At any rate, not with you, my friend.
Fair enough. Sure you won't tell me about the trips?
The secret of being tiresome is in telling everything, so no.
I gotta go.
Be well, Detective.
I didn't see the need. I thought I was on the right lines already.
Hey there. Thought you wouldn't be in tonight. What changed?
I couldn't stay away from you.
Are you high, or... Oh. Huh. You really want to try that on me, Fabian? Please.
That wasn't supposed to... I'll see ya.
Maybe there was something in here to clue me into Silky's habits. A monthly parcel from Mrs. T. Interesting. Maybe I should go try to pick it up. Off to face Mrs. Thorne then, I suppose. To remove an item from her premises. The last time I'd done that, she wasn't best pleased. So here I was, about to try to persuade Mrs. Thorne to let me get a look at Silky's package.
What is it?
I'm here to pick something up. An order. For Silky?
Interesting. You're not one of his usual.
No,
And given he gave me a heartfelt request not to share his private life with members of the court...
You'll thrash me if I don't get it.
We should all be so lucky. In any case, no. The customer's order stays with me.
Look, he really needs the order. Whatever it is.
Not a chance.
Could I place an order for something?
The last time you placed a special order from me was in 1983. Rather against my better judgment. Do you remember what came to pass? I was left with a big fun bumper book of sleuthing on my desk for 3 years. Accompanied, I remind you, by a yellow plastic magnifying glass and a super squirrel code ring. So no, not again. This shop is for the esoteric, not the infantile.
I have other leads to follow. Hi there. I wanted to collect Silky's special order for this month.
Oh, you do you? You're not the first to be poking around.
Was it that detective? He's been asking questions, bugging Silky.
Indeed, little toe rag. Given the outside interest, can you confirm the details of the order?
The boss wouldn't want me to know.
Someone who follows orders. How novel. Here is the package. Tell Simeon that another such volume will be waiting for him in 28 days, as agreed.
Thanks.
I'll make sure he gets it. Huh. So every 28 days, Silky headed out of town with a different book in his hands. A gift for someone. Only Silky knew. But this would be enough for Tali. Well, I had what I needed on Silky, I guess. Okay then, onwards. Onda's deal with the court, that was a puzzle. I was becoming a regular visitor to St. Stephen's, and nobody had smited me so far. Still, there's a first time for everything. I had to figure out what Onda's deal was, and I did not expect her to be pleased about it.
What do you want?
This your place now?
Sure, I guess. Since Father Macmillan passed on. I'm sure some official will notice and shut it down. But for now, someone has to keep the lights burning.
About Misty.
What about her?
Thanks for looking out for her.
She was in a bad way. Still is. Wherever she is. I guess she's moved on. Sometimes I think I hear her, or catch a shadow of her. She's out there in the city somewhere, trying to keep that child safe. You know it'll never be born. Those two will be together forever.
Yeah, I know. How did you join the Camarilla? Not easy for one of your clan.
True enough. It's what you'd expect. New lick in town, gotta prove their worth. The prince set me a task, well, his sire did. And that opened my eyes as to how this city works. Believe me.
Might I ask what that task was?
Guess you just did. But it's between me and Lou Graham. And it's done now, so shouldn't concern you.
Fair enough. I was just wondering. Have a good night.
Uh-huh.
I didn't see the need. I thought I was on the right lines already. I thought about it, but it seemed like a really bad move. Huh. This hadn't been used in a while. Come to think of it, I hadn't heard the bells for a long time. Out of services? Hello there, Mr. Pointy. Gotta say, I am not accustomed to talking to cutlery.
Ha! Cutlery! I was made to take a life, not to butter bread.
Whoa! Okay, I get it, I'm sorry. So, have you killed lots of people?
Look at me, detective. Well-honed steel, well-sharpened, polished, oiled. The stains around the hilt are my marks of glory. When I sink into an opponent, I bite deep. They will remember me for the rest of their life.
Which is presumably pretty short. Do you have an owner?
Not an owner, but a partner who wields me in our assignations. Together, we have slain many.
I was kinda hoping for a name.
There is a scent associated with me, is there not? An aromatic fragrance like jasmine, with just a touch of melted tallow. It is not unfamiliar, huh?
right there. That's Anda. Not a surprise. Wonder why she's not carrying you. So, what has Anda used you for recently?
Parting flesh, detective. The cutting of mortal meat and the severing of bone. I am no cheese knife.
Oh, I can smell that. Blood. And recent, too. But there's something more here, isn't there? Guilt. You reek of it. Yeah, I need to concentrate. Why do I sense guilt, my wicked little friend? It is so strong.
A blade cuts. A blade makes no judgment. But the wielder...
This is deep. Deeper than my guesswork. I can almost see.
I bite down through skin, through flesh, through thin and brittle bone. I sever, a cry of agony. Stump spurt crimson as 2 fingers roll loose onto the tabletop. Twice more, bang bang! The joints crack and digits fall away. White and scarlet, ruined, irreparable. Our victim sobs in pain and fear, pleading with his Lady Maria for an end to the suffering. I am raised to strike again!
Oh, that was something. A vision worthy of Gideon. And... wait. Lady Maria? He's pleading to Holy Mary. Anda killed the priest?
I am a knife. I cannot answer that. But that does fit what you sense, detective.
That was her price for joining the Camarilla. Lou never did get along with the clergy. I'll bet anything she was behind this. Thanks, Mr. Pointy. May you never get rusty. Was that all there was to it? I had a feeling there was something else. But this was probably enough for Tali.
Folded letter of legal size, manila in color, it smells of sweat and alcohol, and there is a slight tang of old blood. Ms. Cardoso, I have arrived at my destination, thank you, 1,000 times thank you. I am sure you feel great guilt, but I tell you what you have done is charity in the eye of the Lord. I know that you shy from the sacrament, but you should know that I believe he stands at your shoulder and you are on the path to redemption. Bless you, FRM.
So the priest didn't die after all. Now that was interesting.
Sorry to disturb you again.
Uh-huh.
I know what happened with the priest.
And what makes you think that?
I figured it out. You wouldn't kill a man of God. You still have a thing for the big guy upstairs. Father Macmillan is alive and well, just minus a few digits. And you've paid your dues to the court. Everyone wins. Although I'd imagine the good father doesn't do organ recitals anymore, huh?
Okay, say that's true. Are you gonna tell anyone? Don't be a dick.
Oh, Miss Anda, I am the best kind of dick. A private dick.
You're a member of the Seattle PD.
Yeah, I know. But it was such a good line.
I mean it, Fabian.
Of course not. You could squash me like a bug. I'm not stupid.
This place, being in Seattle, not being tarred with the Sabbat mark. This is important to me, Fabian. I'll just say it one last time. Don't be a dick.
Well, I'll leave you to your brooding.
Uh-huh.
Okay, I certainly had the goods on Anda. That was it then. Time to head back to the sacred guardian of the elevator doors.
Our heels.
Back so soon, Detective?
I know about Patience artwork.
Great! So will it animate and wreak vengeance on internet critics?
No, but it does have a really interesting skull in the middle of it. Kindred.
Aha! Whose?
Not sure, but I can tell it has power. Patience got it via Katsumi, so it's anyone's guess.
It is worth buying a ticket to that exhibition, isn't it? Maybe I'll watch from the balcony.
I've got something on Silky.
And what has our favorite chunky chew toy been up to?
He goes out into the woods every 28 days, like clockwork. I think he's got a werewolf buddy, and I think the two of them have a book club.
You know what? That would not surprise me in the slightest. Anyway, Detective, that's a start. I've been looking for a line on him for a while. Every little bit helps.
I figured out what was going on with Onda.
Oh, yes? Do tell.
She killed the priest at St. Stephen's, at Lou's orders, although they were passed down by Campbell.
Poor Father Macmillan? What a shame, but that tracks. Funny, I got the idea there was something more to it. But thank you, Detective. I do declare you've filled my cup with gossip. Good work. Now you have an appointment with an elevator. I'll catch you later. People to see, thumbscrews to apply.
Oh, the basement button doesn't do anything. God damn it. This machine needs a stern talking to.
I didn't see the point in confusing things.
Just stand a moment and close your eyes. Let the clamor of the city wash over you.
The world's still here. I was hoping you could fit me in your schedule.
The world thrills as ecstasy reaches out for us both. Can you not feel it, Fabian?
Shall we celebrate together the coming ascension?
Oh, yes, Fabian. Bliss is coming. Embrace me.
Ooh, that gives me the strength I need to meet the divine. I have work to do before the end. Don't go anywhere.
Keep your eyes towards rapture, dearest detective. I know you struggle. I know you hurt. I know you are.
Basement, please.
Oh, are you sure, sir? Lou Graham's penthouse is your usual destination.
Down. Definitely down. Got a hot lead.
No one's been down there for a while. There's nothing interesting in the lower levels. Indeed, I'd go so far as to say that your request is unusual, even ill-advised.
Come on, buddy. It's your one job. It's not hard.
Of course, sir. But I just wanted to check since the downward mechanism is a little corroded and the upward mechanism is in good repair. Would you be upset if I took you to the penthouse after all?
Down, please. Not up. Can I stress not up?
The basement is unmaintained and there's a strange odor. I am told the penthouse is lovely. You are certain?
Pretty please with a cherry on top.
Of course, sir. Don't say I didn't warn you.
Now to see if Sophia's theory was right. Was this the closet where Lou kept her skeletons, or just a pile of junk? I don't know what was worse. The idea that Lou turned her enemies to stone, or the idea that she had angels for enemies? Lou was never a writer, but she did have that pet one back in the 40s. The guy with the hairy hands. My buddy Willem had one of these. Always talking about that one song. The old romantic. Huh. Classical, but didn't this look just like one of Lou's hangers-on back in the 50s? What was her name? Oh, I remember this. The politician. Thought he was untouchable, then these figures turned up at bars all across the state. No one took him seriously after that. Oh my, those eyeglasses were mighty familiar. I thought I knew what they were, but I needed to have a proper word with them.
Hello, Fabian, my boy.
Oh, I was right. Sophia was right. And here, in this place, it was Lou Graham.
A prince full of guilt and a man who can read her poker face. I'd say you're on the money. Good work, detective. Now go get your man.
Got a moment for an old flapfoot?
Why, if it isn't the most handsome of my clients?
Just a drop or two. It's been a long night.
Oh, yes. Yes, of course.
I tip my hat to you. You delightful morsel. Keep safe, my dearest.
Go do your duty, brave defender of the city!
It was time to take my evidence to Prince Campbell. Time to reveal that Lou was the original rebar killer.
Fabian, any progress on our copycat?
Not really, but I think I have a lead on a cold case.
You always have been behind the curve, Detective, but go on. What have you got?
You remember the early 20s? When we lost Rosalind, Hector, Isaac, and Gideon to the rebar killer?
I remember.
We never did find Gideon's body, but I know who whacked him. Who whacked all of them.
And you don't think it's Santiago, am I right?
This is difficult, Mr. Campbell, but you need to hear this. Lou Graham staked Gideon, and I have the receipts to prove it. Gideon's glasses.
I see. Your evidence is a pair of spectacles. If we had a justice system, I'd love to see you call them in court. And what do you expect me to do?
You're the prince! You're supposed to enforce the laws and the traditions. Lou broke the rules. She faked Santiago, committed the rebar murders. She wiped out half her own court.
Do you think I haven't heard this kind of wild theory before?
Well,
from you, specifically? I suppose it's your nature to rake over old coals.
Wait, no, this is a breakthrough.
No, Detective, it's old news. Just pay attention. You have no suspect in the old rebar killings.
I can't... I have no suspects in the old rebar killings.
You do not know who destroyed Gideon.
I do not know who destroyed Gideon.
The case is closed.
The case is closed. I guess.
Do go ahead, Detective. This is fascinating.
The killer is incredibly strong. He can twist off a head with his bare hands.
Indeed. And this points to...
Perhaps a ghoul? They can be enhanced by the blood they drink. If their donor was powerful enough, they could be strong.
Keen insight, Detective.
The killer can walk in the daytime, not kindred.
That is fairly conclusive, I agree.
A witness heard him breathing heavily.
We know he can walk in the daytime, so this isn't a surprise. A mortal, do you think? Or some other kind of monster?
It would fit with a ghoul. They'd breathe like a mortal, but they'd have an edge.
The net closes.
The killer is into crosses. The same symbol left at every killing.
And the same rebar decoration. What does that mean to you?
Our guy loves theatrics, set dressing, to provoke fear.
Or to misdirect, of course.
Of course. I'm not sure Santiago exists. I think he's a myth, made up to misdirect us. I couldn't find anyone who'd seen him, or any evidence of the attacks in the other cities. I think he's a story, A piece of flim-flam.
Ah, devilish. I think you're right. But who invented him and why?
The killer spirited Gideon away. He's a difficult man to carry, and he'd be alert to anyone who had, bad thoughts.
Perhaps. Unless the killer had a very strong mind, of course. So, let's sum up. The killer is strong-minded. They are not kindred, perhaps a ghoul, loves to myth-make, to misdirect, to point away from the obvious. So, what's your conclusion? Who is the rebar killer, Detective?
I think it's you, Lou Graham. You used the fire to destroy your sire, and took on the guise of a mortal hunter to destroy your rivals.
Oh, now. That does feel like a good theory, but I'm kindred, Fabian. And you keep saying this is a mortal.
Campbell. It's obvious. A powerful ghoul with a powerful mind, working for you. Together, you faked the whole Santiago idea, making it look like an outside threat. Taking the head off your dearest sister and then crying crocodile tears? The two of you did this together, to clear out your rivals, because you could never share power, not in the long term. Campbell is the rebar killer, but you're the one in charge.
Oh, delightful. Oh, well done, Fabian. For a moment, I didn't think you'd get there. I think everyone else suspects. They're just too timid to mention it. So, what have we learned here?
That I'm about to have my head cut off with a side order of steak.
Oh, no. No, Fabian. What we've learned is you have no suspect in the rebar killings.
Yes, I have no suspect in the rebar killings.
The case is closed.
The case is closed.
There. Isn't that better?